Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So the big news last night was that the Fed held once again a third time in a row, and it did indicate that there could be some rate cuts going into next year as well. Not only small rate cuts, but 75 basis points at a time. So you can imagine if we're close to 6% at the moment, we could be falling back down to 4, 3, 2% in no time. Well, I say no time, we'll have to wait and see for the next year and what the data coming out of America is going to be, but it's a very strong indication that a dovish Fed is going to continue for most of next year. So it was about time, really. We were looking for a terminal rate for the last 12 months. We seem to have got one at the moment, roughly around 5.5% currently. So where does that leave the market, and where does that leave a lot of traders? Well, we've seen indices jump quite significantly. The Dow breaking 37,000 for the first time and actually hitting record highs on the news. And if we look at the Dow in the last few weeks, we've seen a momentous points jump of over 5,000. So it is really looking very good for the American economy. A lot of stocks did jump based on the news, and gold as well, moving over 2,000 again. So is that going to have another rally towards record highs again? We'll have to wait and see. But let's get straight into the charts. Looking on the Dow on the daily chart, and as you can see, the momentous push on price action in just a few trading sessions has been quite phenomenal. So we're trading just above the 37,000 at the moment, having quite a good run into the morning. I'll go straight on the 4-hour chart just to show you where we're looking at the moment. So it's just been wave after wave of positivity for the Dow, and it doesn't seem like it's actually going to be slowing down anytime soon. We've also had a potential peak on the RSI, so we could have a slight slowdown, but as you can see here, the last time we had a peak, we just kept on pushing higher. So there hasn't really been too much of a bearish divergence at the moment. So will this next slight peak come in as a bearish divergence? Will that start moving in the way of a slight correction for the Dow? But it's looking likely that we could have another bull run in the next 24 hours as well. Not too much data left for this week. Obviously, we had CPI data, we had the Fed last night. Just waited to see where we're going next. But a lot of other central banks are looking to follow suit, looking to do the same thing, start cutting rates into the new year. So we knew that as inflation was going to start dipping, it was obviously priced in that we were going to have rate cuts from the Fed. So we'll wait for their next meeting next year. So we'll have to see if that's going to have any bearing. And also just looking on gold as well, cracking 2,000 once again. So quite significantly, very, very bullish for the yellow metal. And we're just seeing now, a very strong move to the upside, going from 1984, roughly, jumping $40 in just a space of a couple of sessions. Very, very bullish tone on the on gold, and we're just waiting to see now. We'll just leave it on the 4-hour chart because this for me is a bit of a false spike. So we're just waiting to see if we're going to climb back to this level, which is roughly the mid 2080 area, and that's only, if you think about it, another $40-50, which isn't out of the question by the end of the week. So is that where we're looking at the moment? Very, very bull runs, very, very sturdy and stellar moves in the market. Not too much in the way of divergences on the RSI for gold. So we're just pretty much looking on price action, where we're going to go next, and what the opportunities are. So for gold, the Dow, most of the indices as well, looking very, very positive. Treasury yields as well, looking very favorable. So just let me know what you're trading on, what you're thinking as we go into the new year, and where obviously I think we've avoided a recession, but is there still going to be a soft landing on the basis of this news data as well? Let me know what you think. We'll post this video on our YouTube and Telegram channel as usual, and you can comment and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.